5 Key Takeaways from Atomic Habits by James Clear. 1. Tiny changes. It's all too tempting to exaggerate the significance of a single pivotal event while underestimating the impact of incremental advances on a daily basis. We sometimes delude ourselves into believing that tremendous achievement necessitates huge action. We put pressure on ourselves to accomplish some earth-shattering improvement that everyone will speak about, whether it's losing weight, creating a business, publishing a book, winning a championship, or attaining any other objective. Meanwhile, while increasing 1% isn't extremely significant, in some cases, it isn't even noticeable, it can be significantly more significant in the long run. It's amazing how much of a difference a small change can make over time. Here's how the math works: if you improve by 1% every day for a year, you'll be 37 times better by the end. On the other hand, if you become 1% worse every day for a year, you'll be virtually at zero. What begins as a modest victory or slight setback grows into something much bigger. The compound interest of self-improvement is habits. The impacts of your habits grow as you repeat them in the same way that money multiplies through compound interest. They may appear insignificant on any one day, but their cumulative influence over months and years can be huge. It is only when you look back 2, 5, or even 10 years that you realize the worth of good habits and the expense of poor habits. 2. Latent potential. It's not because you've lost your ability to improve if you're having trouble forming a healthy habit or breaking a bad one. It's usually because you haven't yet passed the plateau of latent potential. Complaining about not succeeding despite hard work is like to whining about an ice cube that won't melt even after being heated from 25 to 31 degrees. Your efforts were not in vain, they are simply being archived. All of the action takes place at 32 degrees. People will hail you as an instant success once you eventually break past the plateau of latent potential. Patience is required for mastery. A quotation from social reformer Jacob Riis hangs in the locker room of the San Antonio Spurs, one of the most successful teams in NBA history. When nothing appears to help, I go and gaze at a stonecutter pounding away at his rock, possibly 100 times without even a crack showing in it. Yet it will break in two at the 100th blow, and I know it wasn't that last strike that destroyed it, but everything that had gone before. 3. Identity. The North Star of habit transformation is identity change. You must learn how to create healthier habits for yourself, your family, your team, your organization, and any place else you want to go. Are you becoming the sort of person you want to be? Is the real question. The first step is to figure out who, not what or how. You must decide who you wish to be. If you don't have a rudder, your search for change will be like a ship without a rudder. That's why we've come to this point. You have the ability to alter your self-perception. Your identity is a work in progress. Every moment, you have an option. With behaviors you pick today, you may reinforce the identity you wish to reinforce today. And this takes us to the book's true purpose and why habits are so important. It's not about filling your day with life hacks to develop healthier habits. It isn't about flossing one tooth every night, having a cold shower every morning, or dressing in the same way every day. It's not about reaching outward success markers like more money, weight loss, or stress reduction. Habits can assist you in achieving all of these goals, but they are basically not about possessing anything. It's all about figuring out who you want to be. In the end, your habits are important because they help you become the person you want to be. They are the conduit via which you form your innermost self-perceptions. You are, in a sense, a product of your habits. 4. The 4 Laws. Law number 1, make it obvious. Design your environment to make what you want to change easily reachable. Law number 2, make it attractive. Consider all of the studies that show the advantages you desire, a tranquil mind, for example. You may also do it after you meditate with something you love doing, such as enjoying a cup of tea or coffee. Another option is to join a society in which your desired conduct is the norm. Make it easy. What's the simplest method to make things simple? Reduce your behaviors to the point that they can be completed in 2 minutes or less. Think of it as a collection of silly small mini habits. Master the critical moment, we also wish to say. Optimize the minor decisions that have a big impact. Law number 4, make it satisfying. After you've completed your new habit, reward yourself right away. 5. The Sororities Paradox. Is it possible to get wealthy with just one coin? At some point, you'll have to realize that no one can be wealthy until they have a single coin. The same may be said regarding habits. Is it possible for one small adjustment to make a big difference in your life? At some time, you'll have to accept that one minor alteration changed your life. Not a single 1% improvement, but 1,000 of them is the holy grail of habit modification. It's a slew of atomic habits accumulating, each one a critical component of the broader system. The key to achieving long-term outcomes is to never stop improving. It's amazing what you can do if you don't give up. Small behaviors don't build up in the long run. They interact with one another. Atomic habits have that kind of power. Small adjustments. Exceptional outcomes.